Hi guys and ladies. Well, today we're going to try Chiles Rellenos. Those words are difficult to even say, and this is a difficult recipe. The last time I tried it, well, it took all day, and we don't have all day. Well, I got various ideas from several people here on YouTube for a shortcut. So I'm going to call this Shortcut Chiles Rellenos, or maybe even Shortcut Chiles Rellenos for North Americans. Well, let's see if it even works. The first thing I'm going to try to do is chop up half a sweet onion. I don't think it needs to be chopped much more finely than this. We're not making pico de gallo for the president of Mexico. What we're trying to do is chop up onions to make a traditional ranchero sauce to pour over the top of the chiles rellenos. Well, I've got a saucepan here and I put some butter in it, and all I'm going to do is soften up these onions. Maybe a half of a big sweet onion is a little too much, but we'll see. Well, I saw this can of Mexican salsa in the supermarket. I just couldn't resist. It just looks so authentic. Yeah, it's made by Hormel. I wonder what would happen if we added this to the onions that are sauteing. I think most of us are familiar with Rotel diced tomatoes. They have a nice flavor profile. Let's add them. It's looking like I have too many onions in that pot, so what I'm going to do is add this second can. Very interesting. This second can of Rotel has lime juice and cilantro with the tomatoes. I'm going to bring this to a simmer. Well, with traditional chiles rellenos, you have to get these poblano chili peppers, and then you have to put them in the broiler and broil them on all sides to char the skin, or hold them over an open flame, which I don't have, and char the skin, and then put them in a plastic bag or some kind of a bag and let them sweat. And then you have to try to peel them when they're cool, sometimes using maybe a paper towel, and then what happens is the skin doesn't come off anyway, and then you end up ripping it. So what I did was I bought whole chilies in a can. Who knows if this will work? Let's give it a shot. I've got enough ranchero sauce there for the Mexican army, but watch this. Out of 2 cans of those whole chili peppers, I only got 4 chilies. I was led to believe by someone on YouTube that you get 3 or 4 per can. So I don't think this is enough for 2 people, but let's go ahead and see what happens. I'm not sure how to go about this, but I'm going to try to stuff the chilies with sliced cheese. A lot depends on how you cut the cheese. All I have here is a little bowl and a big bowl, and I'm going to separate 3 eggs. I saw this on television. I think it was Rachael Ray. I'm going to add just a little salt to the egg whites. Now, just a little garlic powder. I used this once about 30 years ago. I think these go in here. Egg whites are flying everywhere. Hey, we're getting there. Now I'm going to fold the egg yolk into the white, just like they show you on the Food Network. About 10 years ago, I was watching an episode of Emeril Lagasse, and he pulled out one of these clever things. He called it a boat motor. I was so impressed, I just ran out and got one myself. It's, I found out later, called an immersion blender. What I'm going to do with it now is mix up this Ranchero sauce that I got going here. Look at the splatters all over the place. But you know what? It sure does look like the Ranchero sauce that they put on top of those Chiles Rellenos. I just had a taste of this Ranchero sauce, and it's really good. A bit spicy, though, and I'm afraid it might be too spicy for Lulu Cheeks, who I've invited to dinner tonight. We'll find out. I just took out one of my larger pans and I put about 1/4 of an inch of oil in it. We need to get started with this cooking. I'm putting the oil on medium-high. My preliminary plan is to take these stuffed chilies, put them in the batter, and then put them in the hot oil. That should seal them up whether they're ripped or not. And then we'll flip them over and brown them on the other side. And when they're finished, hopefully, we'll put them in a plate to cool. The first one went really well, and the second one was a disaster. I'm going to try patching them up with the extra batter. What a mess. But actually they look rather good, rather tasty. My next plan is to plate these up and then ladle Ranchero sauce over the top. Here we are with Miss Lulu Cheeks, and she's going to try the Chiles Rellenos.
Very nice.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I love Chiles Rellenos, and the sauce is good.
It's not too spicy for you.
No, not at all. It's wonderful.
Great.
Excellent. Thank you.
And thank you for watching. Can I have a hug? Oh,
Yes, of course.
Miss Cheeks,
Yes.
I may have asked you this before.
May I call you Lulu?
How did you know?
Oh, I don't know. Life unscripted.
We don't have a